Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. Today is Friday, September 5th, and let's see what the market looks like. NVIDIA and Google are down a little bit, and Amazon. But first, all information presented here is for educational and informational purpose only. It's not intended as financial advice. Always do your due diligence. How is everybody this morning on this Friday? And let's see what the heat map looks like. Oh, you know what? I got to fix it because something happened. I don't know. Something went wrong. Let me put this back up there real quick so that we have it. Hold on real quick. Give me 1 second and I'll pop that on there. And there you go. Now you can see the heat map, everybody. And that is Microsoft bouncing up a little bit. Let's look at our SPY. We'll go through our Jolie's jumpers and see what's going on. But the SPY is jumped up a little bit right there. And CIGL, Concord International. Let's see what that's doing. We'll look at it over here. CIGL. And it did run up yesterday. Did not see that one, but it was running up yesterday. A little run up today. Same with FBIO right here. Fortress Biotech. Look at this thing's been running up there, but could be getting topped out there. And hour was looking good. That thing ran up this morning some more. It was looking good in the after hours. And HWH is one that we've been watching and was running up a little yesterday, just trying to bounce around this morning. INHD, let's see what you're up to. Inno Holdings and that blasted up yesterday and a little bit of pullback today. It got down to what, 660, and now it's at 869. So a lot of running around right there for INHD and ISPC right here. That one jumped up a little bit more after yesterday. iSpecimen looking to not bad this morning. It could try to run back up again, being a Friday. We have to keep an eye on that one right there. KLTO right here. Let's see what you're up to. Clotho Neurosciences. And that one's going to be a setup, so we can keep an eye on that. SPY is at an all-time high of 650, and it is cruising along, guys, and we knew it would be. And MBY was cruising along as well yesterday, flying up there, Nova Bay. And like I said, you might want to think about taking out some profits on that bad boy. That wasn't the one we were talking about, a different one that blew up to like $30 yesterday. But that one also, you might want to think about locking in some profits there. And Nuvi Holding right here is way down. Let's see, NVVE. And that one, I'll keep an eye on that one for a bounce. NXTT we've been talking about as well, and that's going to get set up. That's going to be a next weeker. OPAD has been running up there, trying to curl up, and of course our open door is over $6 right there. So there you go with your Jolie's jumpers this morning. Thank you very much, Asian Jolie, for them. And let's see what else is going on in the market and what else we can find that's going to be looking pretty good here. And Lulu dipping even more. I did see Lulu dipping down a little more. They dipped down big time yesterday after the earnings. I think they even beat their earnings and still got smashed. And you can see it's still dipping down. So we will absolutely be keeping an eye on that one for sure. And let's see, where is Laptop Travel at? There he is. Laptop Travel waiting on Eric Trump's announcement. Yeah, Trump has an announcement today too, I think at 4 o'clock or something like that I saw. So I'm not exactly sure what time, but let's go through our SPY Mag 7 big cap, see what they're up to. And there you are at 650. It's up $1.35, cruising along, looking pretty good. And obviously going into a Friday, they'll probably leave it a little flat like that. Today, as it's curling up and looking pretty sweet. Look at it getting up to that MACD. It was trying to cross through it yesterday. I know that. Let's see. And now it's pulled back right there. So again, they're just stair-stepping it up. We could see it pull back a little bit. I'd be careful holding over the weekend, as we saw kind of this week as well. Monday, well, Tuesday it was pretty red, and then it starts to bounce back up. Let's see what Apple's doing. It's down just a hair. Not looking bad right there. Amazon was looking pretty good, and that's even dipped down a little bit this morning. And how about Google? Pulled back some, but nothing crazy. And Meta was jumping up yesterday. It's jumping up a little bit more this morning, getting set up, curling up. I don't know if it's going to crawl through this time, but it will run up as it curls up. And Microsoft looking a little bit better, and you can see that trying to get curled up right there. And we'll see if that can get through as well. NVIDIA has a little bit of pullback right there, but will absolutely get set up. And Tesla's running up, and we did like Tesla. And there you go. So it was bouncing off that trend line. Tesla's getting really set up there. So you can see the markets are getting set up, looking pretty good. That's your Mag 7. AMC is just kind of cruising. Looks like it bottomed out right there, guys. Look at that. There's your bottom, and we're getting set up. I'm telling you, AMC and GameStop definitely going to be pretty good ones right here. GameStop's going to get set right back up. Chewy's been running up there and looking pretty good, that's for sure. And Unity as well has been running up a lot, so keep an eye on that. Netflix has been jumping up, just a little bit of pullback, but still looks good to go up. AVGO, look at that thing after its earnings went nutty. How about that? AVGO. Remember, we were saying that the chart looked pretty good, but we generally don't play our earnings calls. They're a little weird. Look at what happened to Lulu right there. I think they beat it and went down, and that went down pretty big, but it wasn't a downward trend, and AVGO is looking kind of bullish there. So maybe we'll have to take that into effect right there. MU is bouncing up off of that, and most of these are TSM as well. SMCI looking pretty good to make that base, and AMD's just dipping down a little bit. Still has a little more pullback, but we'll get set up absolutely. And QCOM's been looking good up a little bit right there. Excuse me. And Snow right here is trying to bounce back up. We'll see. It looks like it's trying to curl back up. It was pulling down, and now it looks like it might be trying to go back up. And PayPal looks like that bottomed out yesterday and should be a good opportunity to run back up. Intel's dipping down just a little bit. We'll see if it wants to roll off that MACD right there. Very well could possibly. And Dell is trying to run back up, and again, curling up. It could bounce right back down one last time to get set up in IBM. There you go. It's been running up just as we thought it would. And how about your Palantir right here? And that thing is curling up not bad, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. Here is Sophie right here. Let's see where that's at, and that's trying to curl up at the moment. And let's look at Mara. Excuse me. Oh man. And Marriott, look at these things, guys. I'm telling you, Mara and Riot looking really good right there. So they are absolutely getting set up. Clean Spark not looking too bad to start the run. And MicroStrategy's up and maybe can join the S&P 500 there. So there you go with your MicroStrategy and your other crypto miners. And here is Robinhood. Let's see. It's up a little bit this morning, looking pretty good as it curls up now. Coinbase has been looking pretty good, and that's curling up looking nice right there. So keep an eye on that. And how about Bull right here? And that is trying to get set up. It will get ready, that's for sure. And Space right here is going to get set up and get ready. You can see that one wants to run up, and Boeing as well. That is really getting set up right there. So keep an eye on these things. They're going to start cruising real soon. DJT looking pretty decent this morning. Fun just sitting down there in a great spot, that's for sure. And McDonald's just kind of cruising around hitting the top. I bet McDonald's tries to get into the top right there. Might have a little pullback first. Disney looking real good to curl up and run right there. And how about your Oxy? It's down just a little bit, but they're curling back up. And ExxonMobil right there, not looking bad. Nike's down a little bit, and DXYZ is just flat right there. And there you go with our Mag 7 Big Cap Spy and all them guys. And let's see what else is going on with what you guys want to look at. And Lulu dipping down there. Circle, what's that up to right now? That's up, and that looks like it's in a pretty good spot. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And TTD was looking pretty decent to get set up as well, and that's looking real good right there. And let's see what your Toyota Motors doing right here. That's trying to break that 200, huh? Man, trying to break that $200 weight to and wall if it could get through on positive employment numbers right there. Oscar was moving along and still looks pretty decent right there. So there you go. And probably a buy one, get 10 free I can't even say that word. The Bitcoin gold medallions with the Trump logo. That's pretty funny. And so, yeah, there you go. And let's see what else is going on. I'm sure that's what Eric Trump is going to announce. Bitcoin's trying to reclaim its 114 right here, and there you go. It's at 112 right now. It's been bouncing around in the 113s. It did bounce up a little bit, and it looks like it is trying to curl through. I didn't think it would. I thought it might bounce down one last time, but they look pretty good to start moving, guys, and we knew it was coming up real soon. So here we go. And Solana had that little pullback look, but the 20s under are going to push it right up. And Ripple's going to get setting up, dude, guys. And this one's going to get ripping right there. Cardano looks good. Doge even looks pretty good right there to try to run up a lot. So keep your eye on that one. Even Stellar setting back up, and they are looking pretty good this morning. Chainlink was dipping down, trying to make that base. Look at all that room and optimism over here. Isn't looking bad. What's our ETF at? We'll look at that real quick. Let me see where that's at this morning here. And that is sitting around that 555 market cap, so it hasn't really dipped down. So yeah, that's your bottom, and we're going to start moving. So I think crypto's getting ready, guys. In any week or so, we're going to be cruising along with crypto. You can see Riot, Mara, and all them guys getting ready. That hour was up. Look at Skag was running along there, and there's that Twin V Power Cats, VEEE. And let's see what else is going on over here. There's that next, guys. I told you, it keeps popping up on every scanner. It's getting set up to do something right there. And let's see what else is going on. Hour, we were saying. And open door IXHL, just a little pullback. That has a real nice setup happening. Let it pull back. There's your bit original origin or whatever. And that is trying to get set up. We can keep an eye on that one for next week. And what else is going on here? AVGO did jump up there, and let's see what's happening on this side over here. If we do see anything, hour right there, VEE, we are saying PRSO, that one is jumping up there. Pereso, I remember looking at that, and that ISPCI specimen trying to jump up. There's our NXTT right there. And NAKA is going to be a good one to get set up, so we'll keep an eye on that one. And let's see. Yeah, the market's just a little bit flat right here. America's all eyes on jobs. Wall Street has fallen in love with the corporate breakup. Here's why. And NVIDIA stock has been in something of a rut. One analyst says the price could double. It will. And S&P 500 futures rise slightly ahead of August jobs report and jobs report today. So we're all waiting to see what our jobs report is. And there you go, unemployment rate and all that good stuff happening, non-farm payrolls and good stuff like that. So there you go with all them bad boys. Let's see what's ORIS doing this morning right here. If I type it, oh my goodness, what am I typing in? There we go. It's just kind of sitting there, a little bit of pullback at the moment. This one's looking pretty good. PSQH, keep your eye on that one right there. Marriott's been looking good, running up some, and so is TJ Maxx right here. It is pulled back a little bit. Your Viking is getting set up right there. So keep an eye on that one. And how about HIMS right here? That's jumping up a little bit. And Lockheed Martin, not too bad. So keep your eyes on that one as well. And how about Honeywell right here? This one is actually setting up to try to roll off. I'm going to keep an eye on that one today. And let's see what KUKE is doing. It looked like it wanted to keep a little momentum right there. And BOF, Branch Out Foods, looked like it wanted to keep some momentum. So keep an eye on that. The Sterling is looking pretty good, guys. We'll watch that one. That one could get cruising right there. And there you go. I would say that's a pretty good pre-market review. We went through crypto and we did everything else. ASML, let's look at that. What's that one up to at the moment? And that is ASML Holdings. And it is jumped up there this morning trying to crawl up. I think you're not going to get through that resistance right there at that 774, though. At the moment, I think we stay in that little channel, but not looking bad right there for ASML. And still watching that circle, that's for sure. And Coinbase is looking good. The big question is who enters the S&P 500? That is right. And that neon, remember, keep an eye on this thing. This thing's going to get crazy, guys, and could have a little more pullback. I'm going to watch it to see another entry right here and get back in this bad boy. So it is pulled into the fives right there. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that thing. And that will be a wild one, I must say. And yeah, you're pulling back. You're going to be in the basement for a hair, it looks like, as that has to set back up. You're not getting that complete bounce off. So that is what your neon looks like at the moment. Don't they have that lawsuit with Apple too or something? I was just seeing if they had anything going on. And so yeah, they anticipate financial proceeds from a patent lawsuit and some other stuff. And I know they have another one going on right there. So there you go with that. We looked at our news and all that good stuff. Let me see if there's anything over here happening that we didn't cover yet. And just kind of cruising right along. and Tesla's up, Lulu's down, AVGO is up. Snapchat's been looking pretty good. We were saying that. There you go, and it is getting set up right there, so definitely keep an eye on that. Open Door is up this morning some more. Oh, this one looks good. Path right here, and that one UiPath or something looks pretty good to try to run up to that 50 right there. And that Neon is down at the moment and pulling back. We'll see if it wants to bounce around right there. So there you go, everybody. I would say that's a pretty fun pre-market review. And Tesla proposes a new pay plan for Musk that would expand his voting power. And I did see that this morning. As a matter of fact, Tesla's board is asking investors to approve yet another outsized pay plan for CEO Elon Musk, according to a financial filing Friday. The full award would give Musk more than 423 million additional shares. Wow. That'd make them pretty wealthy, and the company will also ask shareholders to vote on whether the automaker should invest in Musk's AI right there. So that is interesting for sure. And so you'll have that coming up. And let's see, what else did we miss? Our news stories. Let's see, we did do them, right? Yeah, we also did that already. We did our market, everything else, our Joey's jumpers, our crypto. We just rolled right through pretty fast. And again, it's just a Friday coming back from on a short week. And I think everything's just getting set up. You can see crypto's getting ready to rock and roll, guys. It's real close there. So that's there. And our SPY just keeps hitting all-time highs. It keeps running up higher. That's looking pretty good. So I would say the market's looking pretty decent here, and Neon is dipping down. So that one is probably going to be dipping down a little bit more, it looks like. So keep an eye on that. We'll watch it for some good price action right there. It was a wild one yesterday jumping around, and that hour was jumping up pretty good today. I saw that this morning. So there you go, everybody. I would say that's a really good pre-market review on our Friday morning. So all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. We'll probably be doing our Sunday show at 8 p.m. and then we'll start doing our night show at 8 p.m. now. And that way we can get done a little early and get up early for the 4 a.m. warrior time, because it's going to get really crazy, guys. You can just see it lining up to get amazing right here. So we want to take advantage of everything, all the setups, all the poppers, and all the crypto. So we certainly will. We'll be crushing it in Discord and everything else. So everything getting ready to rock and roll, and we are too. And there you go, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. Central Florida Gardening and Laptop Travel and Luis Rodriguez. Golden E right there. Yeah, that SPY hitting them all-time highs right there and trying to run up even more. So it's probably going to stay a little flat today going on a Friday into the weekend. They like to leave it like that. So that is what it looks like. And Luis Rodriguez and everybody else, Doge Mama 9, thank you for hanging out, tuning in, and following along on X, YouTube, Instagram, and all that good stuff. So thank you, everybody. Be sure to trade smart and lock in those profits today, and be careful holding anything over the weekend. That's for sure. So there you go, everybody. I would say that's a fun pre-market review, and I will catch you guys and keep you guys updated. So until then, goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great day, everybody.